Tulsa King Season 3 Episode 4 Ending explained. Everything seems to be on the verge of collapse by the conclusion of Taylor Sheridan's Tulsa King Season 3 Episode 4. Yes, Dwight's empire is growing, but at what price? His adversaries are circling, his troops are disintegrating, and he is overcommitting himself. Although Margaret's political maneuver might secure her the ranch, it runs the risk of igniting Dwight's already precarious business. What about Tyson? He is finally realizing that sometimes moderation is the key to true power as he enters maturity. Quiet Ray's murmurs and the AI bourbon plot are only seedlings today, but they will eventually bloom into serious issues. This episode not only advanced the plot but also laid the groundwork for future developments. Furthermore, I don't think anyone is prepared for the consequences. Sharp storytelling, nuanced character development, and a constant drip of tension keep you interested in Tulsa King Season 3 Episode 4. It creates discomfort in the most effective way possible rather than depending on shock. Each choice made in this episode has consequences. It seems like every statement might recur in the upcoming season. When this show is at its best, it has a deliciously special quality, and this episode was among its greatest. However, what are your thoughts? Is Margaret playing a longer game than we're seeing, or is she out of her depth? Did Dwight let his guard down too much at last? Will the digital dream that Bodhi and Grace had come back to haunt them? Please share your theories in the comments section. Episode 4 of Tulsa King's third season features incisive storytelling and nuanced characters who must make difficult decisions. The episode adds a distinctive edge by striking a mix between realistic criminal dynamics and unexpected contemporary twists, such as the AI influencer subplot. Emotional honesty strengthens relationships, and power battles get more intense without losing their complexity. Each moment is significant, exposing alliance flaws and putting allegiances to the test. It's a skillfully written chapter that keeps readers completely captivated and curious about how these complex threads will unfold in the future. Episode 4 of Tulsa King Season 3 hit like a bar fight at closing time, just when I thought the show couldn't handle any more drama without spilling a bottle of expensive bourbon. This episode, Staring Down the Barrel, is essentially a mission statement rather than merely a metaphor. After 4 episodes, each individual is now faced with a choice that could have disastrous consequences. Tulsa King Season 3 Episode 4 demonstrates that even the king can make mistakes, just when it seems that Dwight, Sylvester Stallone, had control of the mayhem. Every action he does seems more risky, desperate, and possibly harmful. The drama is leaking quickly, even though the bourbon may be absent. When Dwight returns to town, his staff is behaving like unruly babies and $150 million worth of bourbon has vanished. In addition to being disorganized, the house is on fire. In a metaphorical sense. Hardly. I appreciated that Dwight's rage wasn't overdone throughout the show. He's simmering, not screaming. And that's scarier, to be honest. I was reminded that this isn't just a mafia tale, it's a perverted interpretation of family values as I watched him impose consequences without resorting to harsh punishments, particularly with Tyson. I was more interested in Tyson's storyline. There was plan, growth, and patience. I am aware that's virtually saintly in this program. With his punches first, old Tyson would have hurried in. Under Mark's guidance, the new Tyson considers his options before acting. That is a great example of character development. Bill's brutal turn and Quiet Ray's creeping influence in Tulsa King Season 3 Episode 4. Bill's storyline took a more sinister turn than I anticipated. A body on the ground marked the end of what had begun as a confrontation. What's the worst? I knew why it had occurred. This writing is brilliant because it challenges you to remain upright while placing you in unpleasant situations. Then comes Quiet Ray, whose name makes me sick to my stomach already. It was like opening a can of worms when Vince paid him a visit in New York, and I knew we were in trouble when Ray subsequently used family history to sweet-talk Bill. Someone is going to get thoroughly beaten in this game of chess, not checkers. Bodhi and Grace's AI hustle in Tulsa King Season 3 Episode 4 is equal parts brilliant and bonkers. I nearly choked on my coffee since the entire AI influencer plotline is so cliched. Since algorithms don't get cancelled, Grace wants to start a phony bourbon guru. Yes, it's brilliant, but it's also disgusting. In Season 3, there's also a recurring discussion about what's real power, real relationships, and real commitment. Bodhi, on the other hand, drains trucks digitally as if it were routine. It's ostentatious. It's also built into the air, though. Additionally, air cannot hold weight for very long,